morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it may be for you. For me right now it is the morning, so I've got a nice cup of tea. This mug is from, I think it's from Home Bargains. I think it's from Home Bargains, but it's really cute. Anyway, welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing okay. I'm doing my favourite kind of video today, which is a what I eat in a day following the Slim and Rolled plan. I really love filming these videos and you guys love me filming them too, so I thought why not? Let's just do another one. So obviously we're starting off with breakfast. I'm going to show you breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts. You know the gist, you know how it goes, so let's just get into the video. So for breakfast we are having what they call breakfast muffins. So I'm having this because I am saving my healthy extra B for dinner this evening. So again, similar to the other one I did, I needed something for breakfast that I could have which didn't incorporate my healthy extra B. So that is why we are having breakfast muffins. So the things you need for this are some ham. So ham is sin-free on Slim and Rolled, so that is brilliant. So I've just got this Aldi oak smoked ham slices. Obviously no visible fat on there, so that's good to go. So I'm going to use 3 of these slices. So any ham will do, it doesn't really matter, but this is the one we've got in the fridge at the moment. You need some mushrooms. Now these mushrooms are a bit worse for wear, but I can still make use of them. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 6 mushrooms. Again, it's sort of like, it's one of those recipes where it's like whatever you've got in the fridge, just shove in, because it doesn't really matter the quantity of things. So I'm just going to use 6 mushrooms, which I'm going to chop up. You then need some tomatoes. So these are our favourite tomatoes. These are the piccolo tomatoes, just from Aldi again. I just find them super sweet, so you just want to chop these up into quarters. I will show you. So you need some tomatoes. You also need some eggs, of course. So I'm going to be using 5 eggs for this. Now this kind of recipe thing, it makes 6 muffins. So for breakfast I would probably have 2, so essentially this will do you 3 servings. So if you have a family that would like these, then you can serve 3 people. Obviously if you did want to double up and things like that, or make less, then you'd obviously just divide or add the quantities of things. But for this recipe I'm gonna make 6 so that I've got 3 breakfasts sorted. Or these are really good for a sin-free snack because there's no sins in them. So if it was a case that you did make 6 this morning and a bit later on in between, I don't know, lunch and dinner, you're a bit peckish, you can just shove one in your mouth, just keep them in the fridge, they're good to go. So 5 eggs, these are just the large ones from Aldi, and then you will need some cheese. Now I've come to the conclusion that I would prefer to have, I think, less amount of cheese, but it tastes more cheesier. So obviously, you know, with like lighter cheese and normal cheese, the lighter cheese doesn't have that much of a taste to it in comparison to like your standard extra mature cheese. So I am converted to the quality, not quantity, when it comes to cheese. So I have got the Aldi extra mature cheddar cheese, strength 5. I wish that said 50 because I do love cheese. You are allowed 30 grams of this, I believe, for your healthy extra A. Just double check on the app, but I'm sure it's 30 and lighter is 40. So yeah, 30 grams of this. But for this recipe, you're going to need 60. So again, you just have to work it out with sins. So 60 grams of cheese is obviously 2 healthy extra A's, and obviously on Slim and Rolled you can have 2 healthy extra A's, but you just obviously divide it and it'll be like part of 1 healthy extra A. I don't know, if you want to get really technical and really mathematical with it, then you can, but 60 grams of cheese. And then these are gonna save your life. Now I know that you can like buy the bacon trays that have the slots in them anyway already, like, you know, like muffin bacon trays like that you cook actual muffins with. I just find these amazing. I get mine from Wilko, and they are the Don't Forget Your Bacon Bits and Bobs silicone muffin cases, and you get 12 and they're £2.50 I believe. You probably can get them on the likes of eBay and stuff, but I just find these really nice. I really like the colours and they're so easy to wash out. Like, you know, when you're done with them you can just soak them in some hot water and they're so easy to wash out. So these are amazing. You can obviously use actual bacon goodies with them, but these are perfect for Slim and Rolled muffins. So if you haven't got some, then and you're in Wilko and you see them, then I would recommend these. And what's really nice about them, the muffins, you'll see they just pop out because it's silicone, so you haven't got to worry about putting a knife round like your bacon trays you normally would. These just like pop out. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up my mushrooms and my tomatoes, and then I'm gonna chop up my ham just into like little pieces. You can tear it, it doesn't need to be neat. And then I am gonna fry off the mushrooms and the tomatoes just to cook them a little bit so they soften. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. You guys know what to do with that, just fry and fry light. You can also add some spice, some salt and pepper. I've just forgot to mention, I'm gonna add some of my basil, my homegrown basil. But like I said, I'll just chop that up and add it into the mix. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, that's what you need to make these sin-free ham, tomato and mushroom kind of muffins, saving your healthy extra B for later on. I've just chopped up my mushrooms and tomatoes. To be honest, looking at the mushrooms now, I feel like that's too many. So maybe you should only need 4 like big ones. And then I've chopped up 6 tomatoes, but it's not too bad. If you feel like you've got loads of this left, you can always like add an extra egg and make some more muffins. It's all sort of trial and error on the day kind of thing. I did also forget to mention that you need to pop your oven on to 180 degrees, let that warm up. So I'm going to go ahead, fry this. I'm going to add some salt and pepper in the pan for like 5 minutes. Now you want to crack your eggs, and I've grated my cheese and just put it into a jug. So I'm just gonna crack 5 eggs in here and hopefully get no shell. Do you know, I feel like I'm one of those people that have never ever had a double yolk. You know, people get double yolks. It might be because the eggs I buy, I do always make sure they're free range, but I've never had a double yolk. Last one. And then just give them a little old whisk. Add in your cheese. Now I add the whole lot in. Give that a good mix. Then add some salt and pepper to the jug. And a mix again. So that is that bit sorted. So you've got your cheese and your egg, and then here I have got my cooked mushroom, my cooked tomato, and I've just added in the ham, like ripped to pieces basically. So I'm just gonna give that a good mix together. Smells lovely. Show you now. That is the mixture for the muffins. And then here I have the muffin cases just in a little baking tray like this. I've got 6 at the moment, but I'm just going to play it by ear. But what you want to do is you want to pop like a spoonful of your ham, tomato and mushroom mix into all of these, like at the bottom, and then you just add the egg and the cheese on top. So I will like show you what I mean, but that's the gist. Okay, so you don't need to worry about fry lighting the cases. They're like silicone and non-stick anyway, so no need to worry about that. Just get yourself a little spoon and put some of the mixture into the bottom of the cases. Like I said, I reckon I'm probably going to be able to get more, but we'll just play it by ear. Okay, so here is what they look like. They're just nice and filled to the top. You're going to put them in the oven for around 12 minutes and then they'll be done for you. So just make sure they're all separated. They're all going to do their own cooking and cook for 12 minutes. I've just got them out and I've realised that I forgot to put the basil in. So, typical me. So if you do want to add the basil, I would just maybe put it on top before you put it in the oven, or mix it in with the egg and the cheese. But this is what they look like. They smell absolutely amazing, and I just want to show you how easy they are to get out of these cases. So literally it just slides out like that. It is boiling hot still, but this is what it looks like. Ow, it is boiling. So yeah, literally you just pop them out of the mixtures. It's so hot. And this is what they look like. So they are sin-free. You've got 7 there, and you've got, that's 2 healthy extra A's. So if you're gonna have 2, it's probably like half of your 1 healthy extra A. Figure it out however you want to figure it out. But yeah, these are the sin-free ham, mushroom and tomato cheesy egg muffins, ideal for breakfast. They're also really good if you're on the go quite a lot and you don't want to faff around in the morning. You can make these the night before, put them in the fridge and have them cold. I eat them cold, I'm a bit of a weirdo, but you can also warm them up in the microwave, and then you can accompany them with ketchup, spinach, baked beans, whatever you want really. So yeah, a really easy one, and these are an absolute lifesaver. Hello again, boys and girls. So it is around 1 o'clock, it was 1 minute past 1, and I am coming on here to prepare our dinner. So I know we haven't had lunch yet, but I'm doing a slow cooker recipe for our dinner, so I needed to get it in as soon as possible so that it can have a nice long time cooking ready for our dinner this evening. So it's a really, really simple dish, but I just thought I'd come and share. So we are having the Aldi 5% fat skinny beef meatballs. These are really, really, really nice, and 2 of them is half a sin. So they are so low in sin. I know they're 5% fat, and similar, I know I've mentioned before with the mince, the reason that it's got sins in it is because it's got oil in it to keep it fresh. And I know you could make your own meatballs yourself, but these do just taste really nice and juicy, and it's just a lot easier, a lot less time consuming, and they are really affordable anyway, so I don't mind sort of buying them already rolled up into the ball. So yeah, so 2 for half a sin, so what's that? How many is there? 12. So just worked it out again with my mathematician friend. I don't know, I really I just friend zoned you. I really struggle with like quick maths like that. I always have. I mean, if you give me a piece of paper, I could have worked that out, but like I'm not very good at, like, it takes me a really long while to digest the information to try and figure it out. Anyway, with the help of my best friend, my soulmate, my love. These are 3 sins for the whole lot, so you get 12 for 3 sins, so it's next to nothing. And how many portions this will make, it's really low in sin. So Aldi, 5% fat, half sin for 2 of them. Then you will need some chopped tomatoes. So these are just the Asda chopped tomatoes with garlic. Doesn't have to be with garlic, but sometimes I pick these up for an extra bit of flavour. You also need a tin of passata, so 1 carton of passata, 1 tin of chopped tomatoes. Again, you can do 2 tins of chopped tomatoes if you want, but I just feel like this makes the sauce a bit thicker and richer. That's why I opt for 1 of each. You need 1 white onion, and you need some sort of like stock. Normally with this recipe you need vegetable stock, but these are new stock pots and they are right up our street. I have bought so many of them, we've used them in so many different things. So these are the Knorr, I don't know how to say it, stock pots. This is the smoked chili and tomato one, and I just feel like that goes really nicely with meatballs. It just adds a bit of different flavour, and obviously it's tomato, it's chili, and the reason that I've opted for this one is because we are actually having spicy meatballs tonight. So these are JD Seasons. You guys know I use these all the time. We do like a bit of spice in this flat, in this apartment, so we are opting for the spicy meatball one tonight. So this is basically the rub, but I just did want to show you as well, if you don't like spice, and they do just do a standard spaghetti meatball one as well, so it's exactly the same, just without the kick of spice. So yeah, on here it gives you the ingredients, the list of what you need to make it, and yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna do. So on this recipe it does say to cook it without the slow cooker, but I'm just gonna, we've got the time today, I'm working from home, so I just feel like I might as well pop it in the slow cooker to make it a bit more, I don't know, more tender, if that makes sense. And then it also says to add 4 to 5 fresh basil leaves. So considering I forgot to put it in my breakfast, I'm gonna use some of these fresh basil leaves. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up my onion, and that is literally the only work you need to do for this. Chop up your onion. and then pour all of the ingredients I just said into the slow cooker, put it on low for however long, because we're really naughty and we eat quite late. It's 1 o'clock now, we probably won't eat until around 8 o'clock. I know, call the police, we eat really late, it's just the way it works for us. So we probably won't eat this until 8, so that means it's going to be cooking for 8 hours. Is that right? 1 till 8? 7 hours. You wouldn't think I've got a university degree and how thick I am. Yeah, so this will be cooking for like 7 hours on low. Obviously, if you had less time in the day and you like forget, or you're not working from home and things like that, then you can just put it on high for a lower amount of time. So if you were like, I don't know, 4 o'clock and you thought, oh gosh, you can put it on the slow cooker for around 4 hours on high and it would do the same, but I just like cooking it slow and steady. So I'm going to chop up my onion just into like little diced pieces and then bung it all in the slow cooker, put it on low, give it a good stir. With the stock, because obviously you've got the liquid from the passata and the tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, don't worry about adding any water because there'll be enough sauce anyway to allow this to dissolve, and I'm just going to use one of these. But yeah, that's how you do your spicy meatballs. And then obviously later on, when we're ready to eat around 8 o'clock-ish, I will show you what it looks like, and we'll be serving it with spaghetti, or you can just serve it with pasta, whatever pasta you've got, spaghetti. And that is also why I have saved my healthy extra B, because I'm going to be making a cheesy garlic bread wrap to accompany the spag bowl. And yeah, let's get on. Slow cooker. The meatballs and the onions are at the bottom. We've got the passata, the chopped tomatoes, tin chopped tomatoes, the stock cube, some basil leaves, the seasoning. Gonna give it a good old mix and then let it do its thing. Okay, so it's a bit later on now, and to be honest, my breakfast really did fill me up. So I'm only now feeling the need to want to cook lunch, and I'm not feeling a massive lunch because I know that I'm having spaghetti meatballs with a garlic bread tonight with pasta, so that's going to be like a big meal in itself. So for lunch I just wanted something that was super speedy and just not too heavy. So I did a bit of researching, and I have gone for a soup. Now this is the Slim & Eats sin-free spicy sweet potato, red pepper and carrot soup. So I've just got it from her website here. I will leave the link to it down below. Slim & Eats is an amazing website, Instagram for Slim & World recipes. There's all sorts on there. I think her name's Siobhan, and it's either Siobhan or Siobhan. I can never say that name right. I never know whether it's...
It's not Siobhan, is it?
Siobhan.
No, Siobhan.
Yeah, it doesn't spell like, it doesn't look like that. Siobhan, sorry Siobhan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but yeah, she's an amazing creator of recipes, and yeah, she's absolutely fab. So I get quite a lot of my recipes from her, so I will leave that down below. So what you're gonna need for this recipe is, luckily as well, I did do some carrots and sweet potato the other day, and peppers, so it's almost like it was meant to be. So in here I've got carrots, sweet potato and peppers, and I've got the right amount in comparison to what it says on the recipe, so I was like, yeah, it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So these pots are also really good. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will know I've spoken about them before. I got mine from Home Bargains and it was around £2.40, and it's like a vacuum tight air kind of container, and it just keeps things super fresh. So we put our strawberries and our grapes in these. I do put a bit of kitchen roll in the bottom just to soak up any moisture, but after I've washed my fruit I'll pop them in one of these, and it just looks neater in the fridge. It doesn't take up too much room. The stuff doesn't sweat in the bags, like, you know, with like carrots and peppers, they can sweat in the bag and go off quicker. I find these amazing. So yeah, so you need 1 large sweet potato peeled and chopped, 1 large carrot finely chopped, 1 red pepper finely chopped, 2 cloves of garlic. Now I'm using lazy garlic because I'm feeling lazy this lunchtime, so I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of this, because I believe 1 teaspoon of this is equivalent to 1 clove. So that's what the measurements I work by. Then you need 1 medium onion finely chopped. So I'm going to chop that up in a minute. You need half a teaspoon of turmeric. Got that here. You need a a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Now, I've never cooked with cumin seeds before, and I had them in the cupboard, so that's what they are. You need 1 teaspoon of cumin. Again, I'm going to leave this all down below anyway. You need 1 teaspoon of coriander, so I've just got some coriander leaf here. 1 teaspoon of paprika, so it's quite a spicy one, and then a pinch of cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper. I don't have that, so that pinch isn't going in this soup. 1 litre of chicken stock, so I'm just using this plain chicken jelly sin-free stock. And then salt and pepper, and then some fresh coriander to top. So that's what I'm going to do. So literally I'm just going to follow Siobhan's instructions. I'm going to spray a large deep saucepan. I'm going to add the onion, garlic, cumin seeds and turmeric and fry for a few minutes. Then I'm going to add the carrots, the red pepper, the cumin, coriander, paprika and stir well to coat. And then I'm going to add in the stock and the sweet potato. I'm going to bring to a boil and then I'm going to simmer for an hour. Oh, I'm going to be hungry. Oh no, right, I'm going to have to find a snack because I'm simmering this beef for an hour and I did not realise. I thought it was going to be a quick, easy, quick and simple. Evidently not. So yeah, we're simmering for an hour, much to my dismay, until the vegetables are soft, and then we'll blend it. So let's get on because I'm going to have to wait an hour. Actually, I do have a little snack here which I was going to munch on when I was quickly simmering it. But this is the Popcorn, lightly sea salted popcorn. This is amazing. It's only 2 cents for the bag, so that's next to nothing. 44 calories per pack. This is the 10-gram bag, so just be wary with the popcorn. I know you can get bigger sized bags. It is the smaller one that is 2 cents. And if you did want, if you were like a sweet and salty kind of person, like sometimes I am, I will just grab the canderel out of the cupboard and sprinkle a little bit on, shake it like a shake bag, and then you've got sweet and salty. But I'm just going to stick with the salt for now. So in here I've got the onion, the garlic, the cumin seeds and the turmeric. I'm just going to fry that off for 2 minutes. Everything is now in the wok saucepan, and now I'm going to wait 1 hour, a whole 60 minutes, letting this do its thing before I can blend and eat it. So I'm going to enjoy my popcorn, a Pepsi Max. I'm going to finish doing my nails because I had some gel nails on from a kit that I got at home, and this one, as you can see, and this one has come off, so I need to fix that. So I'm going to do that, fix that, and then hopefully my timer will go off quicker than I pray, and I can let you know what I think. I've never made this before, but it smells lovely and I love all the sort of spices that goes in it, so I feel like it's going to be delicious and well worth the 1 hour wait. So finally, the longest hour of my life. This is what it's looking like. So as you can see, it's got a tiny little bit of water left, but it's definitely soaked up most of the water. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this now with my hand blender and have myself a bowl before I fall on the floor because I am starving. Here is the finished soup. Not gonna lie, it does look really nice. I've just topped it with fresh coriander there. I'm gonna do a taste test on camera. So I've also got the tea towel on me because when I was blending it, I didn't want it to get on my nice jumper. So I'm just getting a spoon and we're gonna try it on camera. So it's still a bit hot, but let's take this off because I can't. Let's try. This is what it looks like. A little bit like baby food, but really nice. Yeah. Would recommend. Dinner time. Yes, yes, yes. So our slow cooker has been cooking all day long. It is now, let me see what time it is. 7:38 in the big brother house. Can you hear it? But I'm away. I'm so sorry. We can hear you weird. So I am gonna plate up, finish off dinner. So you know that we are having meatballs for tea, spicy meatballs, and I was gonna have it with like spaghetti, like long spaghetti, but I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have it with some pasta, some whole wheat pasta, These are really good. You can tell I like my containers. These are really good to keep pasta in. So I'm gonna make enough for me and Bear, so pasta. And then I have saved my healthy extra beef for the garlic cheesy bread, which is the best. So for that, you need the Weight Watchers white wrap. So one of these is your healthy extra B, or if you've already used your healthy extra B, you can have one of these for 6-ins. I feel like I say it all the time, but if you're new to the channel, then these are 6-ins or class 1 as healthy extra B. So you'll need that. You'll need some butter. Any butter will do. We just have this Bertolli, which is 1.5 sins for a teaspoon. I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons worth, so that'd be 3 sins. So far today, we've only used 2 sins, which is really quite good considering it's nearly 8 o'clock. I haven't really thought about sins today. I obviously had my popcorn earlier when I was waiting for my soup to cook. So that's 2 sins, and then we're having 3 sins with this, so that's 5 sins. So we've got like 10 sins to play with later on, so that is fun. So 2 teaspoons of this, 3 sins. And then I also have some healthy extra A's left. So obviously with breakfast, I class it as I reckon I had half of 1 healthy extra A. So I'm going to use 30 grams of this, so that's another healthy extra A on top of my garlic bread. And then obviously to make it all garlicky, this easy garlic, this is from Aldi. I know there's like an actual brand lazy garlic which you can get in like the big supermarkets, but we just always get this cheap one from Aldi. I think Lidl sell it. It might even be Lidl's actually. Is Lidl or Aldi? Oh, this is Lidl. So yeah, Bat's easy garlic is sin free, and you're gonna need 2 teaspoons of this as well. So 2 teaspoons of this, 2 teaspoons of this. I just mix it in a little bowl, which I'm gonna go ahead and do now. And also you want to turn on your oven, so I'm just gonna do that now. Turn it on to around 190 degrees, and let's get a bowl. Got a bowl, so I need a teaspoon, that would help. Gosh, teaspoon. So we've got our garlic. So it's like, it depends how garlicky you want it really. I'm gonna do like, that's 1 into my bowl, and that's 2 into my bowl, like so. And then I am going to do me butter. Get all that garlic off so I didn't get any garlic in the butter. So like 1, 2, like this, and then just kind of give it a mix. It's quite hard to like mix all together, but just give it a little old mix. And then I'm literally going to pop this in the microwave for around 10 seconds max, absolute 10 seconds max. And this just helps the mix together nicely, and it comes to sort of like a liquid. It's easier then to put on the wrap. I'm just gonna pop this in the microwave real quick, and then you'll just mix it all together. It smells amazing. It smells like, you know when you go to Pizza Express and you have the garlic dough balls, that's what this smells like. I could literally go like that. So mix that all together, and that is essentially your garlic buttery kind of dish. I also forgot to add, you need some herbs. So you would ideally need thyme and parsley. I don't have them in separate little containers, but what I do have is like a big juicy pot of mixed herbs, which is perfect because it's got all the herbs. So yeah, you need some mixed herb. And you also need some fry light, so to keep it in the garlicky theme. Sorry, my breast's gonna stick tonight there. We've got some garlic fry light. You also need a pizza oven, any sort of like oven proof kind of tray will do. But I just find this works because it's got holes in the bottom, so the air from the oven obviously heats up the bottom as well, which makes it nice and crispy and not soggy. So I find using a pizza tray better than just like a standard tray. So I'm just gonna spray your tray. That's finished. And then get out our wrap. Open this the right way so that you can reseal it, Chloe. I like to find the biggest one. Yeah. Wrap onto it looks minuscule, doesn't it, when you put it on this tray. And then all you want to do is get your paste and swirl it around. I cannot wait for this. Get it all on there, all around the edges. This is what it looks like. Then add on your herbs, just like all over. Like that. And then I'm gonna quickly go ahead and weigh my 30 grams of cheese and grate that real quick. Also, whilst I'm grating, have you all heard about Slimming World reopening mid-August? Has your consultant been in touch? I feel it's really, really exciting. I don't know how they're going to do it. Obviously, with quite a lot of the, like if you go to group, you'll know that sometimes quite a lot of the rooms can be quite small. Like they're normally in like community halls or like little community centres and things like that, parish halls and things like that. So it'd be interesting to see what sort of measures they put in to obviously keep everybody social distancing. It'll be interesting to see how they're going to take money and stuff. I guess it'll be like card only. It's going to be really interesting to see how it works, but I'm really excited to get back to group because I honestly live for group. Like I absolutely love going to Slimming World group on Thursdays. Like it's just like my little social like couple of hours in the week, and I really look forward to it. And I always come out of group feeling so motivated, and I've really quite struggled without group and without the support of my other fellow like Slimming Worlders that I'm friends with, that I go to group with. It's been quite difficult actually trying to like keep yourself motivated and not having your consultant telling you all the new things or telling you new products or telling you information or just giving you that kick up the bum that you sometimes need when you go to group. So yeah, it's been hard. So I am very much looking forward to group opening. If you are a Slimming World member and you rely on group, then obviously you know how important that can be to a member. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to get back and go back. So I've got my cheese here and I'm just gonna grate it. I'm just gonna put it on top. Now obviously with this cheese I'm gonna leave a tiny little bit for the top of my meatballs as well, because I do like a bit of cheese on my meatballs, so I'm just gonna savor a little bit for that. But this is what it looks like before the oven. You could also add a bit more if you wanted, and then you can spray a bit of fire light as well to make it a bit crispy, but to be honest, oh, she's got a bit left in there. Thank you. So yeah, so you're just gonna pop this in the oven for around 12 minutes on 180 degrees, and whilst that's sort of cooking, our pasta should be done as well, and then I can show you it all plated up. But yeah, it's really, really simple. Amazing idea if you have got your healthy extra brie left, and also a really good idea if you don't mind spending some sins and having like a cheeky little garlic bread. I just feel like having a side to accompany like a pasta dish just make it feel more enjoyable, and you're more excited to eat it and you feel more satisfied after. So this cheesy garlic bread is a absolute must. She is crispy, and that's how I like it. I really do like it crispy. I did realize that I had the oven on too high, so just, well, you don't need to be careful, I need to be careful, but this is what it looks like all cooked. I will now get a pizza slicer and cut it into little triangles, just so you eat it slower and you feel like you've got a lot. But honestly, this is absolutely amazing. It's nice and crispy, and it's going to be ideal when the meatballs are done to soak up any of the sauce and things like that. So 3 sins and your healthy extra brie. I don't think you're ready for this. So this is how it has come out. So we've got pasta with the spicy meatballs and that tiny little bit of cheese left over. I have 4 meatballs there, so that is 1 sin because it's 2 for half a sin, so 1 sin's worth. Part of my healthy extra for the cheese, the garlic bread. Oh my god, let me show you. So a bit of a skew width in pieces, sizes, but this is what it looks like. Not mine now. So nice and crispy, and you just get like so many of them, so it just tastes and looks so naughty. And then obviously because it is carbs and all of that, you need to make sure you've got your speed, so I just get butter head salad, which is my favourite kind of salad. So healthy extra brie and 3 sins for the butter, and then 1 sin for the meatballs, so altogether 4 sins and your healthy extra brie. But honestly, this is amazing. And also, just to add, with the meatballs, some people worry about putting them in the slow cooker that they're going to crumble. They don't, they do stay in their bowl. So yeah, that's worth noting. But I'm gonna have to love you and leave you because I need to eat. I've been having a little think about what dessert we can do because we have got quite a few sins to play with. We have used so far today, we as in like you're eating with me, but I have used 6 sins so far today. So I had 2 sins for my popcorn, and then I had 3 sins for my butter, so that's 5, and then I had 4 of the meatballs, which was 1 sin. So I have got 9 sins left. So I'm gonna make a eaten mess. Well, kind of, sort of, I guess you can say it is. So for this, you are going to need some meringue. So I have got these from Aldi. This is what they look like. They're the specially selected meringue nests, and they are 51 calories per nest. So that's 2.5 sins, and you only need 1 because they are like a decent size. So I'll just show you what they look like here. So a nice decent size. They're really, really sweet, and they just add so much to a dessert for only 50 calories. They are amazing, and they last a really long time. So if you're on the lookout for some sort of like new sins or new ways to create desserts, then definitely pick up some of these. So that's 2.5 sins. You're also gonna need some squirty cream. Now I always use this Morrison's lighter squirty cream basically, and 20 grams of this is 2.5 sins, so that makes 5 sins. And then I'm going to be also using my favourite, you've seen this before plenty of times on my social medias, but this is the Lidl protein yogurt. This is the vanilla flavour, and this is 1 sin, so that makes 6 sins. And yeah, that's literally all of the sins in it. And then obviously you just want to add some raspberries and shock. I've got some strawberries in here. So what I'm going to do first is I've just got a little glass bowl, which is what I'm going to use to make it look all fancy. I'm going to layer the bottom with the yogurt first. This is the best yogurt ever. So I'm just literally going to take this out of the pot and put it in the bottom of this bowl. Now this isn't going to look pretty because it is the eaten mess, so that means I can make it look messy and don't have to worry about the display. So this is going to act as my kind of base. This yogurt is absolutely amazing. You're gonna feel stuffed after this dessert, but that's ideal. And then I'm just going to add on, so this is what it looks like. Just going to add on some raspberries on top. Then going to add some strawberries. This is what it's looking like so far. I'm going to chop up some strawberries. This is going to be so nice. So that is what it's looking like. So you've got your yogurt, your raspberries and your strawberries, and then I'm going to break my meringue in half, well kind of, and then I'm going to crumble some of this on top. It just goes so far, like so. So this is what it is looking like at the moment. So exciting. And then I'm just going to get my scales and weigh out my cream. I'm going to squirt 20 grams of this baby over the top. Honestly, this is the best dessert ever. These scales never play nicely. They are horrendous. They literally just, unused. Why? I don't understand. We'll pop that on. 0 again. Honestly. I'm literally going to throw them out the window. Do not get these Russell Hobbs scales. I bought them from B&M and they are shocking. They are so bad. And I didn't keep my receipt, annoyingly. Now they're not even turning on. Right, finally. Shake your cream. 20 grams worth. So this is what it looks like with the 20 grams of cream on the top. And then again, you're just going to pop on some more of your fruit. Oh my god, lordy, 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 lord. some more strawberries. I'm not going to move after this. Like this. And then you've still got some meringue to play with. Just going to crumble that all on top. This is epic. And here you go. You have got a massive low sin eaten mess. So you've got the 1 sin for the yogurt, you've got the 2.5 sins for the whipped cream, and the 2.5 sins for the meringue, and then the rest is speedy. So that's 6 sins for all of this. And as you can see, oh, we missed a bit there. It's just heaven. Absolute. I'm dropping it everywhere. So once I've eaten this, we've ended the day on 12 sins and we've had some amazing meals. I don't know if you feel like I have, but I feel really satisfied. After this, I'm literally gonna roll into bed. I'm gonna be so satisfied. I've had loads of speed. I've had 12 sins, so obviously I haven't gone to the max of 15, which is what you can have. If you did want to, then you can. You don't have to use the full 15. It is trial and tested that if you did, you would still lose weight. But like I said, this is going to be super sweet anyway. I'm literally going to be like, I do not want any more food after this. So I'm going to go and tuck into this now, but this is my messy eater mess. You could add like a strawberry drizzle if you had that. I don't have any of that. You could also add like hundreds and thousands, but this has got enough like sweetness in it to really, really satisfy me. So if you do recreate this one, let me know. But it's just sort of one of those, bung it all together, put a meringue nest on it, and you're good to go. So it's that time of the night where I write everything down I've eaten for the day, just so I can go back and look at it and know exactly how many sins I've had and how the day's planned out really. So today is actually Friday, so it's Friday the 10th of July. You're watching this on Sunday, so it was just the Friday that's passed. And I just essentially write down everything I've had. So at the top here, I've obviously had my cheese from my Healthy Extra A, my WW wrap, then for breakfast we had the breakfast muffins, for lunch we had the spicy sweet potato soup, for dinner we had the spaghetti meatballs with the garlic bread, and then for dessert we had the cream, the meringue, the yogurt, the strawberries and the raspberries. I filled in all of my sins there, so I've had 12 in total, which is really, really good, especially for Friday, because I feel like on the weekends I do indulge a little bit more, just to sort of ensure that I'm not tempted to binge or to go to a takeaway or things like that. And then I've popped my little on plan. Normally I do actually put a little bit of a mood in there, so I'm gonna put, how am I feeling today? I was feeling good, so I'm just gonna write good. And yeah, so I just like to always fill it in, like I do it every single day. So here was Thursday, then you've got Wednesday, Tuesday. I just do it every single day. It's my little fun thing. I do want an evening. Literally, I always have something to look back on. So say for example a week that, like here for example, I lost 4 pounds that week. So I know that eating the foods that I ate this week will allow me to lose that 4 pounds, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is from Princess Planning. I will leave in the description down below, but all the stickers and everything I've got, the nice crocodile planner, which is what I got here, is all from Princess Planning. And at the moment I'm doing a little challenge. So I'm doing a challenge of 30 days to be completely 100% on plan, no cheat days, no oversin days. So I can tick that off for today. So I've done day 15. So I'm nearly there, I'm halfway there, so that's a really good sign. Started it on the 26th of June. And this is just another little challenge here that you can get from Princess Planning website, but like I said, I will leave it all down below. Yikes, really spotty at the moment, real life. Anyway, thank you so much as always for watching. If you've made it to the end, then thank you so much. If you made it to the end, I've always wanted to do this, put a little what emoji, a garlic clove in the comment. Can they do that on YouTube? Well, I don't know. Put garlic in the comments if you've made it to the end, and then I will know who my true God, I look like I've got a mustache as well. I swear my skin is just awful at the moment, but like I said, it's real life and whatever. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I love filming these what I eat in a days. I love thinking of new ideas. I love creating new dishes and sharing them with you. That dessert, honestly, boy oh boy, it was absolutely fantastic. It was delicious. So if you are a meringue and you like really sweet stuff, then I definitely recommend giving that a go. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week for another video. Stay safe, take care, and I will catch you all later on. Nosta, that is good night in Welsh.